Hey guys, so this is early June. I came back to St. Croix after Bali and I decided just to come down for the summer just to work for a bit. And this is when I found out I was pregnant. I was really fatigued, sick. I could only eat a little bit. This was my meal almost every day. I found out about 5 weeks pregnant and I was sick all the time. A couple weeks after I found out, I headed back to Maryland because it was about that time again to start working. Of course, I look crazy, but I'm here to show you the reality of the struggle I've been going through. So, you guys don't know, but I am currently 10 weeks pregnant today, and I found out when I was about 5 weeks. Yeah, it's been a struggle and I'm finally feeling better, like well enough to actually speak to the camera because I couldn't do it before. I couldn't even speak without feeling nauseated. So, yep, guys, this is my first pregnancy and I want you guys to see my journey. I need to do something with my hair. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot. Around this time, I was feeling really sick still. Like, I would have little breaks in between where some days I would feel better, but some days I felt really bad. I started to lose a lot of weight. I could only eat broth and like certain small foods. I would really suffer at work a lot because I would be so hungry, but I couldn't hold anything down. So throughout the shift, I had to sip on broth. At this point in time, I was finally trying to regain my strength, forcing myself to exercise and be more active because I am usually active. However, it was really hard because I lost a lot of muscle. I couldn't really tolerate any meat for protein, but I was tolerating fruits, and that was holding me up for most of my first trimester. 14 weeks and 2 days today. I keep having so much issues scheduling my prenatal appointments. I had to schedule a prenatal appointment today, and the secretary called me back and told me basically that the doctor is not taking anybody. So this was like the third or fourth doctor I called. So she gave me a number for someone else, and I was finally able to book an official prenatal appointment here in Maryland. That took forever. So I have an appointment on August 29th, and then I have a ultrasound on the 25th, and I'll be finding out, well, supposed to find out the gender, but I'm not gonna read into it. I told her to just put it in an envelope so that way when I go home I could do a small gender reveal with just my immediate family. Now, this is the day of my gender reveal ultrasound that I did, and super excited, but I was not going to find out the gender then because I was waiting until I reached the St. Croix for my gender reveal. However, I did get to see the baby, and he was hiding his parts then, so I had to do a lot of position changes just to get him to be able to show the ultrasound tech. Finally got to come back home to St. Croix to do my gender reveal, and I was super excited because I started to gain back a little bit of the appetite. When I tell y'all I just came home just to eat, I just came for food. When I tell y'all I'm very serious about my avocado, I'm very serious about my tropical fruits, I am very serious about my VI dishes. I'm telling you, I'm very serious.
Lisa. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. What's it gonna be? A boy or girl?
Oh my god.
Go ahead, show that face.
So the gender reveal was one of my favorite moments just because it was a really intimate moment. So the next day, I went over to Cane Bay, which is a beach and a restaurant. And this is me just enjoying the scenery. And I'm going to meet my friend just so we can hang out for a bit. Yesterday was Marquis' birthday, and the day before that was our gender reveal. So that was a fun time. But today is for shopping around, and then I plan to go paddleboarding with my brother. So let's see what the day has in store for us. I'm not nauseated anymore. Sometimes I do get nauseated, but it's not as bad. Like yesterday I ate, I don't know, I guess because I've been eating so much less, like from since I was starting to get sick with a pregnancy, that my appetite hasn't opened up as big as it was before. So I'm very picky and I don't eat too many things. I have to eat like something that I'm feeling for at the very moment. So I feel like my stomach size and my appetite has decreased. So if I have 2 meals in a day and it's full meals, then that's enough for me. I can't eat anything after that because my belly is going to be super full, and if I eat dinner, I'm gonna throw up, which I did last night. So yeah, I just been overdoing it, to be honest, because I've been home and I've been having all the foods that I want, and yeah, my appetite open, but my stomach wasn't ready for it. So yeah, I had my little moment and I had like knots in my stomach this morning, but I drank some bush tea, had some lemongrass and mint tea, and I feel better now. I'm just enjoying my early stages of pregnancy now because I'm not sick anymore. I'm starting to tell a little bit more people, over time, because before I wasn't really telling anybody. But it's not, I'm not hiding my pregnancy. It's just sometimes you want to have your little private moments and private intimate times and, enjoy the privacy with your family for a little bit before everybody starts to know. Because sometimes too, like, it could be a little overwhelming, especially in the beginning when I was sick. Like, I couldn't imagine letting everybody know, telling everybody that I was pregnant, and then it's like everybody messaging me every day, and I just don't have the energy to even be happy or conversate about I doing okay or I doing I'm not doing too good. Like, I couldn't even have a conversation with people during that time. People I really knew was just my immediate family and his immediate family, and I'm not gonna lie, I was a little relieved to find out that I was pregnant when I was home, because it was just more of a bigger support system. Not saying that Marquis wasn't supportive, because he's very supportive. But I just, basically I had my mother helping me. She was making me food. If my mother wasn't available, my brother or my father would help me in some type of way, cut a coconut for me, try to give me some water. Like, wasn't much I could do really, but just to have the help, with multiple people and not feeling like you burdening one person was good, thinking back at it. But yeah, here we are. It's a lot, guys. I just have so much on my brain, but then again, I feel like my brain size did shrink because pregnancy brain is real. I thought it was just like something funny to say, but pregnancy brain is actually scientifically real, and I'm going through it. I've been extra slow lately, like mentally extra slow. So I'm hoping that, after this, after the mental exhaustion, after the postpartum phase, that I recoup and I get back to my regular self, because I know the journey could be tough, especially postpartum. I never been through it, but I've seen it firsthand for going on 8 years, because I am a labor and delivery nurse, and I also work on postpartum currently for like the past year now consistently. So there's a lot of things that could happen to you, like postpartum depression. But the best thing to help like decrease postpartum depression is actually regulating your hormones, eating nutritious meal. You see what I'm talking about? Having nutritious meals. Having a support system, having a faith-based system, believing in something, trying to think about the glass half full and not half empty, mentally preparing yourself and educating yourself before you actually deliver your baby. People think, oh, okay, you have a baby, oh, nice, cute, whatever. No, like, once you push out that baby, you could have like some serious postpartum depression. I have seen friends gone through it, especially for your first pregnancy, when you don't educate yourself and you don't really know anything. It's like you're not realizing that you have to wake up every hour, sometimes be up straight every minute, especially if you don't have a support system. You're done already mentally, physically exhausted from pushing out a baby, and you don't have any support. And next thing you know, you go into this depression, because you're mentally exhausted. First of all, you don't have that rest, and then you have all these other factors that's going on in your life. So getting yourself right, preparing yourself mentally is very important, and I've been doing that, because although I do know certain things, it's different to actually be the pregnant person. You could teach and preach all these things because you know about it, but actually being the patient and being the pregnant person is way different. Okay, what was your first thought when I told you that I'm pregnant?
I didn't want to believe it. It's not that I didn't want to believe it, just I didn't think it was the truth.
Now, how do you feel about being an uncle? I feel great. How do you feel?
It's like I feel good.
You were team boy.
Yes.
So, how do you feel now that you know that it's a boy?
By the time I hear that you're pregnant, I figured it was gonna be a boy.
You figured it was gonna be a boy? So what are you going to do with your new nephew in the few months? What are you gonna do? What plans do you have? What are you going to teach him?
To track his calories in and out. Too much breast milk.
Alright guys, so I always try to vlog, but I always get so distracted and I never get to show you guys like my full day experience. But yeah, I was supposed to go to the beach, but it's been raining on and off. I did go to Christian Said Town. I bought Marquise a gift, went to Champs. And I am back home. Oh, I passed by my mom's house, play with my dogs, the cats, and then now I'm back home and I'm so tired and I barely even did anything. But I'm tired. I see my belly right now. Still don't look like nothing really, but yeah, it popping out now because definitely my belly did not look like this yesterday. Let me stand up. But see this? This right here? I did not always have that. What the heck? Alright guys, don't mind my hair. But I decided to vlog because I just felt my baby move. I am 18 weeks and it feels like a flutter. It doesn't feel like a big kick or, but it feels like little flutters. And it was so weird. I was like, what's that? I forget. Oh, I'm pregnant. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys. So we were about to leave St. Croix the next day. So we went to the beach and we enjoyed the sunset at Sandcastle. And then we prepared to leave for the next day. It's always nice coming home, especially when we're together, because we get to spend time and see our family, and it was really nice. The next morning, went for breakfast at Polly's at the pier, which is right in front of the dock. This is my typical go-to spot, especially in Frederickson town, because the breakfast is amazing. And it's always a relaxing time for me because it's right by the water, it's close to the apartment, and just taking a walk next to the water makes me feel calm, and I really enjoy the scenery. So I usually do this routine when I'm leaving home, going back to the States. I usually take a walk. And it's usually in downtown Frederickson because that's where I usually stay. I go to Polly's at the pier, I get breakfast. I got a bagelicious sandwich, which was amazing. Yeah, and it's really peaceful. It's really beautiful. The fresh air, smelling the salt water, seeing people on the street, everybody telling you, good morning, how are you? Just a different slowed pace, calm feeling. And yeah, I really don't want to leave, but I know that I have to. Just for a little bit, go back to work, make my money, and then hopefully come back home. I had an amazing time, even though it was very short, but I feel like always seeing family and friends are fulfilling and it helps with your mental health. But when you are away from family and friends, it could feel a little down sometimes, especially when you don't really have that much people to talk to out there, like wherever you are. So, yeah.
The Legion.